All right. So, new game, new day. I remember I had like somebody in my chat have interest in this game. That's my name. That's what I go by. Does this have voice actors? I kind of like it when it's voice actors because I don't have to do anything. It's kind of like the lazy way out, but like I'll read it. I'll read it. I know nobody would really wants to listen to me read it. Like I'm sure everybody has like a literature major in their back pocket and they're like, "Oh, I could just read it if I really care." Like you don't have to. You know, like I don't want to hear your raspy disgusting voice, but like hey, like if you're not here in my chat then you don't get like a vote, I guess. All right, so we don't know who this person is. They're just saying, "Hey, I see an I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself." You know what's crazy? I had a friend like that once. That's insane. Like, that girl is Sayori. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but my neighbor and good friend since we were children. That's good. Childhood friends. I like that. I always like the childhood friend little like I don't know, they're just always there, right? It's always like they're so childhood friend. And I feel like it's always cute. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other. You know what's funny? This is literally my childhood friend. Him and I don't even remember how we like became friends. I feel like he asked me something, or like maybe I asked him something, and then like we were just like yeah, and then we just became friends. But like he's like definitely not like, he's so like outgoing and everything that I'm not like really like anywhere near close. Like I feel like if we met like at a later date, we would have never become friends, or not become friends, but like we wouldn't have been like as close as we have. So like that's kind of crazy how things like that happen, but like it is what it is, right? We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. Holy shit, is she depressed? I feel like that's like one of those symptoms, right? But again, I have never been. Well, okay. I feel like I have been depressed, but I've never been diagnosed. Like, just say that. And I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me after... Okay. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. I've done that, actually. That's funny. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayuri catch up to me. It's so funny because there was this, like, girl in, like, in university that actually did that shit. Like, I wasn't expecting it. I thought it was just good. It would be, like, a funny thing. Like, you know, like, I just run away. Because, like, she was, like, the oblivious type, too. So she was like, "Hey, Daniel, like, what up?" And I'm just like... I don't want to deal with this right now. So I thought, like, wouldn't it be funny if I just ran away right now and then, like, we had, like, something to talk to her? Like, maybe, like, she, like, bring it up as, like, what the fuck did you run away? And then I'd have, like, I don't know, like, something witty by that time that we met again. But, like, that, she fucking chased me. She chased the fuck out of me. And, like... Yeah, like, and I mean, like, I feel like I was pretty big, especially, like, at the beginning of university, so, like, you know, it wasn't that much of a challenge, I feel like, but she caught up to me, and then I was just like, damn, you could have just, you could have just given me this, right? However, I just sigh and idle in the front of the crosswalk and let Siri catch up to me. So she's panting, she's like, oh my god, it's too much work. I overslept again. Well, yeah, but I caught you this time. Okay. Like, maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Yeah, it was completely my decision. You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. I don't know, was I? That's mean. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. Damn! Just straight out just says it. Fine. But you did wait for me after all. Guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. It's like just writes in his notebook, leave Sayori next time. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Delarovia, have you decided on a club to join yet? Maybe the Porn Addiction Club. A club? I told you already. I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. You know what's funny? I wasn't interested in clubs either. Like, I fucking hated that shit. Or, like, I guess I didn't really, like, hate it, but it's just, like, I feel like if there's more than, like, 2 people, it's, like, it's kind of, like, not really, like, you're not really doing anything. You're just talking, I feel like. It's just, like, a social event rather than, like, let's do something type of thing. You know what I'm saying? That's totally that's my opinion. That could be completely wrong, but, like, it's just how I feel. I told you already, I'm really not interested in running any clubs. I haven't been looking either. Eh, that's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. And any of were many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sari likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content, just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. You know what? That's crazy. They just described me. The devs knew. They just copy-pasted my bio or something. Oh my god. I mean, I guess golf is in there now, so, like, maybe not. Golf, racquetball, walking, hiking. I guess it's not that much. Like, I guess it's not that clear cut, but I feel like at some point it was just basically that. Well, except the anime. I got into anime because of my roommate, even though he, like, refuses to admit that. But, like, it literally, that's how it went down. I remember I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Damn, your happiness is really important to me, you know. Okay, but I'm happy now, and I know you're happy. Okay, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. I honestly never knew what that is. Not employed, extracurricular triangle, I don't know, in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Sure. Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look for a few clubs, add a few clubs, if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Sure. Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay. Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? That's so funny. Like, the irony, I feel like a lot of people, like, say things, but it's like the opposite person that should be telling you that, right? Like, I remember there was this girl in, like, the worst, like, toxic relationship that I knew, and she was telling me about, like, good relationships and how I should get one, and I'm like, you're not wrong, like, you're right, but, like, you know, like, I don't want to hear it from you. Like, what the fuck are you talking? Like, this is, like, it almost sounds like a joke when you say that. Oh, I'm sorry, that's fucked up. More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. Even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. She kind of gives, like, mom vibes. Like, worrying over every little thing. The school day is ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Me, every day. I just wake up and I'm like, where the motivation? Where it gone? Clubs. Probably, it didn't even leave. It's just never there. So Yuri wants me to check out some clubs. Is there a hentai club? I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Close enough, right? Hello. Hello, Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I'm a spaceman. I look around and realize that I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Sure. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. That doesn't sound like a compliment. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Now that's funny. No, I'm just kidding. Sayori, Yeah. There's no way I'm going to your club. That's kind of harsh. Meaning, Sayuri is the vice president of the literature club. What even is that? Is it just like English, but like instead of a class, it's a club? So it's like just a little class, a little. I don't know, whatever. I guess we'll find out. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. I'm guessing it's like books, reading, right? I don't know if it's real though. I mean, like, well, books are real, but like, I mean, like like a club that actually does that. I feel like I can see that. I think we had a movie theater club or like a movie photography. If there's like photography, I feel like there's gotta be literature clubs, right? Maybe not now, because I heard like the literature or not literature, like the ability to read has gone down. What do you call that? Oh my god, why am I blanking down on that? Whatever. That's like it's gonna bother me. Illiteracy, like the literacy rate has been like going down a lot. Like I'm pretty sure I saw that stat somewhere, and it was like really concerning. But anyways, in fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. So like like what I was getting at is like, maybe before there were literature clubs, but probably not anymore because like of that, like, right? Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title of vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. I like Lovecraft, so maybe I'd be like, okay. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member. Oh, so you made false promises. Well, that's not on me. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Yeah, don't make promises. That's what I'm saying, bro. I can't tell if Sayuri is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. That's funny. I feel like some people like really they just straight up be lying and they pretend to be something that they're not just to catch you. I let out a long sigh. I mean, I don't know if this is what is happening. That was just like a generic comment. Fine, I'll stuff her a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Damn, that's crazy. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here. I never said anything about being a new member, but I am here. I told you, don't call me a new member. Exactly. I glance around the room. Girl 1. Classic. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri always says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Oh my god, this is one of those feminist like clubs that they don't. You know what's crazy? We had a club like in high school that was it was called Rice, like RISE, and it was supposed to be like a woman empowerment club, which is pretty cool, right? Like I thought it was awesome, but like the thing is that like Rice was predominantly obviously female. But they were trying to get guys, so like I joined for like a little bit. But like the thing is that it was so weird how toxic it became. Like I remember like we went to like help one of the we were moving stuff, so like obviously like the girls couldn't do it all on their own, so like they were asking guys to like help, and I was like, yeah, sure, like why not? Even though like I was a fat ass, I probably wasn't really helping, but like we ended up moving stuff anyways. But like well, when we did that, like everybody, like when the group came, obviously there was like a little bit like guys too, there, like I guess like it was like an all girls school or something. I don't quite remember. So like back then, and they were like all the Rice like team members are coming to help, and then like everybody so like looked at us weird, and they're like, but those are guys, and it's like. Like they were talking like to each other, and it was like I thought like Rice was like a woman empowerment thing, and it was so like weird. It was like, bro, like yeah, of course, like yeah, woman empowerment, but like 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 I don't know, like it caught me so off guard because, well, like up until that point, everybody was like pretty like um what do you call it? We're like it was always like a group, right? Like it was almost like, we always looked out for each other and stuff. So like seeing like that like weird like sort of like twist is like, bro, like what's going on here? Like shit, but like I don't know. But like I could also be reading it a lot like too. Like maybe it was different. Again, like that was like long time ago, and I was like a kid too. Like at the time, like I think that was high school. Yes, so like maybe I misinterpreted it, like, or something, but like I don't think so, but who knows. Like I'm sure like over time it probably like settled down, but yeah, that was like crazy. But anyways, sorry for the yap. Brought a boy. Way to kill the way to kill the animals. Damn, I guess I'll believe that. Shit, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. How does she know me? All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Oh my god. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Oh, my bad, sorry. Natsuki. So this is Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. So, okay, don't say things like that. What? Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? Do I? That's right. It's great to see you again, Della Rubio. Who the fuck is... who is this? Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in the class. Smart, beautiful. You know what's crazy? I had like the same thing. Where like, there's like a popular girl or like guy, and they just know everybody somehow. Like I literally never had a conversation. And they're like, hey Dan, I heard that you did this and that, or I don't know. And I'm like what the fuck? I have like one friend in here. Like how the fuck? Like how the hell did you even catch wind of that? Why are you even talking to me? How do you even know my name? Like, but yeah, like I don't know. It's interesting, I guess. Like I guess people really do be like that. Basically completely out of my league. It's funny, I have a story similar to like that. But anyways, so having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Della Rubio. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. I wonder how the cupcakes look like. Then how about I make some tea as well? That's like my fat ass talking. I don't... Do I like cupcakes, but I don't like it with like the frosting. I just like the... Or no, I don't like cupcakes. I like muffins. For some reason, I like... Think about it like the same thing. Like I confuse them with each other. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa. Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I love that. Cats are great. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. That's so cute. Aw, cute. I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know... Know what? Like, are you gonna finish that? Just hurry and take one. Siri grabs one first, then Monica, I follow. It's delicious. I always feel bad when we have like a big like open like thing, cause like I know people, or like I don't know, it's like I feel bad being a fat ass and I don't want to take like too much and like have other people like starve. So I usually just like limit myself. I'm like, I would just go once. And if I see people going for seconds, then I go for seconds. But like, yeah, it's always like a struggle. It's like, damn, I want another one. But like, I mean, like they know I'm a fat ass, so I should just go up and do it. But like, I can't. I can't do that. Sayuri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. Can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. Can you make your own icing? I don't even know. I don't know a lot about baking. Like, actually, I don't know anything about baking. I've never baked. Never will bake. Okay, maybe like one time. Actually, that's not true. I baked potatoes. Like I made fries. But like other than that, like I never. I just hate. I hate that. I don't know why. It's like, it's so like, I don't know. Like I'd rather just microwave shit. Even though like I think that's really bad for you, but it is what it is. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayuri said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, you dummy. It's like, damn, okay, alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before sitting down on the teapot next to the cupcake tray. But like, I sort of get what she's saying, right? It's like, you didn't make it specifically for that one dude. You made it for like a new member. It like the member just happened to be you. So like, you know, technically it wasn't for you. You know what I'm saying? Setting down on the teapot. Okay, you keep a whole tea set in this classroom. I don't know why I said it like that. Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. Why would the teachers have a problem with that? That's so fucking funny. It's like, you can't bring your tea. It's too hot. You're gonna do things. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I actually like cold tea. I prefer cold tea. Hot tea is kind of whack. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Oh, that's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I mean that. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I enjoy cold tea though. But I guess this other guy is not really me. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow that smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayuri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayuri seems really happy here, so good save. Good save. I would probably be like, I just, you know, I walked in. Like, I walked in. That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any of the major clubs, but you chose the literature club. Kinda sus. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. I hate politics. Honestly, a good club for me would be one that you wouldn't have to interact with anybody. I just be like, yeah, this is the life. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. That's a good answer. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. I feel like literature is pretty interesting. It's just that it's like one of those things that you have to like dedicate time and like actually sit down and do it. But I feel like that's with anything, right? Like, I don't have like a hand-on example, but like I feel like also like at the beginning it's pretty daunting, especially if you can't do it like pretty well. Like I'm thinking about like golf, you know, like I feel like golf is pretty hard to like actually like master. Um it's not like something you just like go and do. Like it's like you need to practice it quite a lot and like get the swing down, and then even then you still need to like, you know, there's times where you might fuck up and like it sucks ass. But I don't know. I feel like that's with anything though, but I don't know. It is what it is. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. That's pretty cool. That's probably like something that I do in my art clubs, is that there's so many different kinds of people to like join in and, you know, just like it, that whatever they do. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Delorobia, what kind of things do you like to read? Lovecraft. Consider how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half jokingly. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. I kind of like that too. But like I like more like horror. Like that's always gonna be my go-to. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. I feel like something else that got me into horror was Goosebumps. So I feel like it started there too. That and my mom pushing me into it. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. I love that shit too. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? I never thought about it like that. I just thought, you know, they're good at like creating shit, so they just do that. Not like, oh, you lack imagination, so the author's doing it for you type of thing. But like, I guess, yeah, like, I don't know. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I love horror. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. For real, for real. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Damn. That's crazy. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? That's adorable. I don't. I mean, like, I like taking pictures of cute things, but I don't like to write about cute things. If I had to write about something, it'd be horror. What? What gives you that idea? Or romance. I feel like romance, too. Horror plus romance. Big. You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. Oh my god. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Suri sides up behind Natsuki and presses her hands on her shoulders. I am not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? That's pretty impressive. Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's yeah, that's pretty fucking impressive. I can't do that shit. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. I feel like that is pretty tough. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe you share some of your work. You can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess this is the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do a plus. Now that we have a new member, I think it will help us get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the butt of the club. That's what I'm saying. Like, that would never occur to me. I'd just be like normal. I'd be like, okay, we got a new member. Everybody say hi. All right, let's get down to business. Like, I feel like at least like a good leader would be able to like take, you know, make little fun activities, like group building activities and do other shit. But like I mean, I'm pretty sure if I set my mind down to it, I could do it. But like, it's more of a drag, and like, you know, I don't want to do that shit. Like, you know, let somebody else do that. A little more comfortable with each other. Isn't that right, Delarovia? Monika smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, Delarovia, you know, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make it a clear-headed decision within this? It's so funny because like I'm weak. Like if there's anything I'm weak-willed, it's like when like a bunch of people are just like, I don't know if disappointed is the word, but if like they're like, you know, like it affects like the group. Maybe it's like a person thing, but like, you know, I'm like, fine, let's just do the fucking thing, bro. Like, you know, like I'm such like a pushover. I feel like that is if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. that's what I'm focusing on. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Oh my god. Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came here for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Delarovia, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. It's gonna be full of horror. Yeah, can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Delarovia, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay. This is pretty cute. I like it so far. I mean, with all the warnings, I'm pretty sure this is gonna turn very fucked up, but it's okay. With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between four girls. Sayuri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monika. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? I mean, better than doing nothing, I guess. Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow close to one of these girls. Oh, fuck. I like horror, so whoever likes horror, I'll go with. Alright, I just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes the poem the most. Fear. Vanilla headphones. Incapable. Giggle. Jump. Dark. Infallible. Fuck. Is her like the horror one? Infallible. Smile. Lust. Nature. Love. Party. Daydream. Raincoat. Feather. Her. Promise. Love. Beauty, I guess. Peaceful passion. Passion. Hair, holiday, breathe, calm, entropy. Entropy, that's interesting. Despise. Fun. Misfortune, I like that. Desire, philosophy. Papa? What the fuck? Let's go with Papa. Jumpy, spinning, captive, melody. Boop. Cheer. Bliss. Cloud, fickle, sugar, suicide. What the frack? Hopeless. Let's go with suicide. Tenacious, aura, broken. Whistle, existence, socks, anime, loud, landscape, sensation, graveyard, death. Massacre. Skipping, kitty, extraordinary, disoriented, anger, sadness, electricity, awesome, disown, disaster, adventure, family, flee, uncontrollable, variance, valentine, dream, parfait, destiny, ocean. I like ocean. Now this is dance, marriage. I like marriage. Fluffy, sparkle, marshmallow. I like fluffy. Wait, contamination. Cute. Spend enough time during the poem minigame for the music. No way. Cute. Unrestrained. Unrestrained. Vertical, clumsy, intellectual. I was going for like a dark thing, but then every now and then there was like a word that like I actually liked, and I was like, oh. Hi again, De La Rubia. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, De La Rubia. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Nah, it's not marriage. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. So you already told me you didn't even want to join the club this year. A club. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between the Monica manga. It's like the whole Berserk series. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. De La Rubia always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. I do? Like cooking, cleaning my room. I feel like you should do that. But yeah, it's pretty nice to do that together. How dependable. It's actually funny, but like I feel like if I have somebody who's very like what do you call it? Like active, like, or proactive, like, you know, it like encourages me to like be proactive too. Like my place was like a fucking mess, and then like because like obviously there's nobody here, and like when my mom like came in and she just started cleaning her room, I'm like, hey, let me do that too. So I cleaned my room, and then like I cleaned like downstairs, like pretty much like cleaned up everything. But like now it's dirty again, so like I gotta do it all over again. But yeah, it's just one of those things. It's just that I feel like the upkeep for that is not like worth the thing. I feel like it's like, oh, once I get people to start coming here on a regular basis, then like yeah, I'll like worry about it. Because like I'm not exactly like dirty or anything, so like it's not like, you know, like it needs like a deep, you know, like scrubbing like shit out of it or something, right? But like you know, it's just like accumulated cat hair, I feel like. So unless they're allergic, then it probably doesn't matter.
Sayori, that's because your room is messy. It's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. What the fuck? That's dangerous. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and De La Robia can become good friends too. Sayori? Hmm? As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. It's so funny, but I feel like that with everything. I don't expect to receive anything always. So like when it's so funny, like when like you know when I've been in relationships and they like end up giving me something, it's always such a shock. I'm like, whoa. It's like, why? Like, what's going on? Like you know, it always takes. I don't know how it is, but like you know, it's nice. It's really nice. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. Damn, that's pretty cute. I like that. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know... Fuck! I'm just kidding. Discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Is it an accident, or is it just planned? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. I wonder what it is. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slumped down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening to in on Sayori's conversations with Monica. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone that what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual, and it's not like that at all, you know? I feel like it kind of is, cause like you need a certain, not like intellectual, but like you definitely need a little something that keeps you like, you need focus and commitment. I feel like if you don't have that, like it's impossible to read, like, right? Like if you're like always constantly looking like I feel like if you had ADHD, like yeah, like I wouldn't blame you if you never picked up a book in your life. like you know, like it's just, you know, like I get it, because like sometimes like I just sit, well, I guess I can sit and read, but I don't know why that is. I feel like it's because I'm a fat ass, you know, like maybe like employ fat asses. Like they're not out there doing activities anyways. Put them to like read or something. We just need a way of showing that to everyone. Something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem though. What do you mean? You know, we come up with the most fun thing ever. Nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know? I guess that makes sense. And after they come, we can do a thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori's taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh, that's a good point. In that case, do you think food will do the trick? Hell yeah. Food, busty woman, that's all you need. What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes. Good thinking. Natsuki would love to do that. Ah, you're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That wasn't why you suggested it. Cupcakes speak to my creative tummy. Cupcakes it is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayuri is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has trouble finding any motivation at all, Sayuri can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Wow! I open my eyes to find Sayuri's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of my chair. Sorry. Wait. Actually, I'm not sorry at all. What? What the frack? It's your fault for sleeping like that. Sleeping like what? There's only one way to fucking sleep. You close your eyes. This is the napping club. Oh, my bad. I thought I was in the kidnapping club. Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Am I? Now that you're in a club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know? You need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see if Monica... I'm just embarrassed. Oh, hey, Care Bear. Nice to see you again. I don't know why I I thought you were gonna be like back after I finished the AI thing. The Stars... Whisper of Stars? I think. Stars Whispers? I don't remember. Like, I already forgot. I feel bad. But like, it was such a good game. I liked it. It's true, though. Yeah. I know. You're always looking out for me. Aw. It's what I do best. That's a problem. I feel like she's like a mama bear. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. That's funny. I feel like I've met people like that. Do they just care about other people? And it's concerning because it's like, it doesn't, like, it's literally, you just, you know, channel that energy instead to a person, to yourself. Like, I feel like you're basically doing it, but like, just channel it inward. It's like, and then they're like, huh? But like, why would I do that? It's because, like, you're a human too. You deserve happiness. You deserve to be like fine. And they're like, I don't know about that. It's like, oh my god. Like, why do you do this? You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. Do I oversleep? I feel like I kind of have been oversleeping, but I don't know why that is. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up in time? On time, my bad. That's... Oh man, I just tabbed out. I'm back. It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. At least give me the benefit of the doubt. I can't even do that. Look, Sayuri, it's written all over you. Eh? Sayuri glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You have like washable markers on your face. You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair's sticking out all around here. I run my fingertips down the side of Sayuri's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. You need a brush for this. My hair's just really hard to get right. I've never had, like, you know what's funny? I feel like I've lucked out with my hair because I literally don't do anything to my hair. I've seen people that have like the hardest time with their hair. Like, I remember like one of my exes, she had to take like hours to get her hair right or something, and I literally just go to the bathroom, just splash water on my face, and then like some like in my hair. I mean, like, the water in my face is not necessary, right? But like, I just splash like water in my hair, and then I just comb it like once, like maybe like twice for good measure, and then I go out. I'm like, fuck everything, bro. Like, I don't need anything, and I feel like I don't even look that bad, to be honest. But like, again, like, I'm not really like, you know, putting a lot of effort in like my appearance either. So like, I feel like it's also not really comparable, but like at the same time, like, you know, like, I feel like I definitely do have take it for granted sometimes, you know. But it is what it is. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. I've never seen someone with a bow. I want to see that. Like, I've seen someone with a bow tie,
but never with a bow. I want to see that shit. Because I feel like that would be pretty cute. Like, especially like a big one like that. Maybe I just need to go out more. Maybe I'll do that. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right here. Damn. Try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Oh my god. Of course they would. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass. You know, I understand that, but like I wish people would like just tell me. Cause like I think that's happened to me before. But like I don't remember what it was. Like it wasn't toothpaste or anything, but it was like I think I had like my fly open or something. I don't remember what it was. I think I was like I like stayed like extra like overtime for some reason. I don't know. It was like running late and I needed to go to the bathroom. And, like I just did it really fast. And then like you know like I passed everybody and I think they were looking at me weird, but like I couldn't tell cuz like I was just going fast. Like I was like I got to get like to this thing. And then like I look down and I'm like, oh, fuck, it's open. I'm like shit, like and like I wish somebody would be like, bro, your thing is like thing, but like, you know, I guess it's also like sort of being polite, right? But like at the same time it's like it's kind of like not being polite because like you're just letting it happen. You're allowing it to happen. But I don't know. Nobody's gonna tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. Meaning, and you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Oh, that's interesting. Is that like one of the rules or something? I don't. We had like uniforms when I was in high school, but like it wasn't like this. Like I know there's professional uniforms where you have to do like intricate shit, but like ours is just like a shirt and pants. And honestly, kind of like I enjoyed uniforms, to be honest. I really enjoyed just being able to like know what to wear, right? Like I just put it on. I mean, like even if we didn't have uniforms, I would have just thrown whatever's on. But like I'd look like a retard. Like I'm pretty sure people wouldn't like have like that. And you don't keep your blazer buttoned up. Seriously, Siri. Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend? Damn, that's not what you want to hear. That's crazy. just like taking shots out there. That's crazy. That's super mean. Yeah, that was bad. Sorry, but you'll thank me later. Cause like once you get your shit together, it's like damn. I sort of button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. She's laughing. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kinds of things. Is it weird? I feel like if you guys grew up together like as childhood friends, I don't think it's that crazy. Don't say that. You make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay though. I'm happy we're like this. Oh, that's cute, aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? Like, damn, your tits are huge. Like, it's like, damn, bro. You gotta like lock it down or something. I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Yeah, of course. Does this change? Does this thing even fit you properly? She's laughing. It did when I bought it. Oh my god. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger. Oh my god. Like, this game is funny. I enjoy it. Don't say that out loud. Anyways. You look much better now, so. Why does it feel so strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy. It's not worth it at all. Siri hastily unbuttons her blazer. Just like a fucking cat or something. It's like, I try to like put like, I bought like this little like cute little Santa thing for my cat. And like as soon as I put it on her, she literally like is fighting it. She's like, you know, like going crazy trying to get it off. And I'm like, bro, this is why we can't have nice things. I took a few pictures though. But yeah, I got like 1 or 2 pictures in and then she started freaking the fuck out, so I had to take it off. Phew. That's so much better. Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? I mean, no, but like yes. Like I feel like it's the what kind of logic is that? Why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let you do things like this. I feel like if they were like, you know, secure, probably they wouldn't mind. I mean, I do think it would be weird, you know, like if I had a girlfriend and like there was another dude like just like buttoning her shirt or like you're like having trouble you know like just like roughing it out like on her chest, like then I'd be like, bro, like what is like yeah, that'd be like a little, that make me like uncomfortable, right? But like I wouldn't like, you know, if they're childhood friends and they've always been like together like that, like I guess maybe like I wouldn't care that much, right? Like I feel like it's more like a trust thing, right? Like I feel like I'd like be good at like getting someone that's trustworthy, so like I wouldn't have to like constantly worry like, oh, are they doing this, like, oh, like you're going with like a guy out, should I be worried, right? Like, and I feel like all my exes, like, you know, like they were so like I don't know if I was just lucky, but like, you know, I never had to really like worry about stuff like that, or maybe like I should have, but then I didn't, because like I just don't I just don't worry, like I don't know, maybe if I had a boyfriend then he wouldn't, yeah, okay. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. Oh, that's so cute. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. That's why. That's the only reason why. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. And I didn't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine, fine. Hi, sorry I got distracted. Oh, no worries. I was just playing the game. It's a deal. I mean, I guess like I said hi too. So like hi if you missed that. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. I feel like that's really good in a relationship, right? Like even if you can't like take care of yourself, but if you can take care of somebody else and then that somebody else can take care of you, I feel like that's valid. I still feel like you should always be able to take care of yourself though. But like in the minimal chance that that's not possible, finding somebody else that does take care of you like that is like a win-win. But then again, like I feel like that's not enough to make a relationship work, but like it's a good start, I guess. Yeah, I guess so, huh? I don't know if my service is bad or yours. Oh fuck. Don't say that. I hope my thing isn't like dying. Let me double check to see if maybe it's me. I mean, I'm showing fine like on my thing. But like yeah, let me pull it up. Also Doki Doki. Yeah, I promised somebody I was gonna be playing this. Even though like it was like way overdue, but like I did it. I feel like I just watched it like on my phone and everything seemed fine, so maybe it's your service. I mean, you don't have to like, you know, like force yourself to like watch it live. You can also like just like look at it like over, I don't know, after it's done, or like I also have like a YouTube channel too, so like everything ends up going there if you're curious. But yeah, if you wanted to be part of it, then I apologize. But like I think everything's good on my end, so I don't know what to tell you. So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. It's like the boy who cried wolf. Like sometimes you can't even, you don't even know. And Monica suddenly calls out, why don't we share the the poems we wrote? Yay! Delarovia, I can't wait to read yours. Mine was Interesting. Yeah, same. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayuri still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah, I chose words and put them together. That's a poem, right? My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayuri is a wrinkled sheet of a loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I respect that. I had a lot of composition notebooks. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Yeah, it's probably me. I'm back. Oh, that's good. I hope it's fixed. If not, I'm sorry. You know, you're like the only one who like actually bothers to check in on me, so I wish everything was perfect, but like I guess not. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. They reach in for the AK-47. Who should I show my poem to first? I don't know. Like, what? I think Sayuri really liked mine. Cause like the little like chibi characters were like happy. So I'll go with Sayuri. I'm definitely most comfortable sharing it with Sayuri first. She's my good friend after all. Also, yeah, that's a pretty good reason, I feel like. Oh my goodness! This is so good, De La Robia. And I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer. I feel like she'd say that to like anything. Like he wrote, Sayuri, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. You know what's funny? I actually write too. But I know it's shit. Like nobody likes it. But like it's okay. It's for me. It's for me, myself, and me only. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing. Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either. Okay, jeez. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little more constructive than this. Maybe even Natsuki's. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? I feel like that's exactly what it is. Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know? So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a Della Rope. Okay. You know, I don't know what I expect. And that makes it feel extra special. Like, I can feel your feelings in it. She's literally a mom. It's literally like, I could give my mom anything, and she'd be like, oh my god, this is so good. Like, I can't believe a human being did this. Like, you are like the future, like, incarnate. And I'm like, bro, I just squiggled some lines together. It's like, relax. Sayuri hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayuri. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of a club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See, it's like I said before, De La Robia. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Is it? I honestly just attributed it to me being a pushover. Cause like people get me to do shit. Cause like they're just like, please, please, please do it, and I'm like, whatever. It's like, sure. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. I have a motive? Like, I forgot. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Oh, that's cute. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? It's really sweet. I wish I had someone like that. It's like, yeah, like, I'll guarantee entertainment 100% all the time. And I'll be like, bet. That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right?
Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Oh, they have poems. That's so cute. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Okay, that last part was kind of weird, but sure. Why would you be mad? I guess like because she woke up. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. You know, fair. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I skip breakfast all the time. I feel like that's probably not good. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, guess I'll look forward to it. Who should I show my poem to? So I guess Yuri's like the one that likes the dark shit, right? I don't know what Monica likes. Yuri stares at the poem. I also feel like she'll probably criticize it more fair since she's supposedly has read more. Even it passes more than enough time to hear her finish reading. Oh, sorry, I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not, I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay, this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? Because it's shit. I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad? No, did I just raise my voice? Oh man. I'm so sorry. It's so funny. There's some people who literally have the softest voice. It's kind of crazy. Like, I've never heard them like shout. And like, honestly, I feel like if I did, it would like startle me more than like whatever it is they're saying. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. That's interesting. I don't know. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. That's pretty cool. I never really think about that. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased how? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself or to me or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be the literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. That's really interesting. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Isn't it cursive? It was pretty good. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Oh, well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all. Is it about the past? Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of her past, and soon to be left with nothing. So it is about the past. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. You're gonna be disappointed. Let's go with Monica. The Club Prez, I think. Hi, Delarovia. Having a good time so far? Yeah, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Delarovia. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like this one. Makes me think of something Sayuri would like. Is that so? You and Sayuri are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common. Well, we may be good friends, but Sayuri and I are actually really different. Well, that may be the case, but maybe there are also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you, it sounds like the two of you are really care about each other's well-being. Even if you show it in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you'd think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem. Oh wow, that's cute. You sure you're not reading into it too much? Could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing has a kind of gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? I feel like that's often more the case than it's not, because like, this might be like really crazy, but I always feel like you can't be happy without being sad. Like, you know, to know sadness is to know happiness too, right? Like, you can't ever be truly happy unless you had some hardship that sort of like gives you that like, I guess, baseline comparison, right? Like, if everything was perfect, you know, you wouldn't, I feel like you couldn't be happy because you wouldn't know like the downside. It'd just be like nothing. I don't know how to explain it, but like, I feel like usually, like, if you're like at one extreme, you usually like hug the other one too. I don't know if that makes sense, but it is what I don't know, whatever. It's kind of like yin yang or something, like, you know, like everything's like balanced. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too? Yeah, that's totally unexpected. Well, to each their own, and you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a little while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. That's how I did it. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? That's fair. I feel like some people are really good at hiding it. I see. Well, let's read it then. It's kind of crazy because I knew... Okay, this is a little bit of like a sidetrack. But like... Oh man, I feel like this is going to self-expose me though. Whatever. Oh shit, but like I feel like that's too... Well, I guess nobody knows except like somebody who was there. Oh man, that sucks. But like I knew someone... I'm not gonna get too into details, but like there was this girl that like I knew, and she was like gorgeous. She was like beautiful, and she was like popular and everything. And I don't remember what exactly happened. Like we weren't really like friends, or I think we became friends after. I don't know how. I feel like we just sat next to each other and we eventually like started talking. But then she like, you know, she was like a dancer and she had a boyfriend, but like I guess like they broke up eventually. And she was talking to me about it. And then she said like, man, like I hate having to take antidepressants. And that just took me like, I literally like, I felt really bad after because I literally looked at her like a what the fuck are you talking? Like you? I feel like I actually said it like that. I was like, you? Antidepressants? Like you're so like beautiful and like popular and like, you know, you're like a dancer. You have so much talent and shit. And like I feel like she actually was like kind of like flattered by it, but like I felt so like in disbelief. I feel like that's the right word. I was so like just like what? I was like you're kidding, right? Like but like she showed me like the prescription or something. So I was like no way. But like I guess it really do be like that, you know? Sometimes like even like if you're you know, you could have everything, but like you're still pretty like not all like 100% like there. Like, you know, like sometimes you just have to put up like face or something, right? To not let them not catch you slacking or something, I guess. But like yeah, I don't know. That was crazy. Anyways, side yap. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. That's a little bit weird. I wonder what it means. Kind of feels like some stalker, like watching out somebody and then somebody watching in. Something unforgettable happened, so it's probably something bad, like a trauma thing. If I had to guess. But like it's funny. I'm pretty sure this is just a coincidence, but it says my retinas already scorched with a permanent copy. Like it's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. I don't know why I had like a flashback to when like in my work, sometimes we deal with like fiber, and something that they taught us was like never, you know, like if it's on or something, like if there's like a signal going on, like either make sure it's off or like have like a like eye protection on, because the fiber in it, like the fiberglass or whatever, augments like the thing like it's supposed to, right? To, like keep the signal or whatever like going like for that long distance. But it's basically like really really powerful. So if you happen to look like in the cable when you're taking it out,
it can like scorch your retinas, like it can like fuck up your vision, like you're just deleted, you're blind. And I was like, fuck. Yeah, let me put my fucking glass on. My fucking safety glasses on. Like, I don't want that. And like, I also like, you know, when they were unscrewing the cable, I was like, I'm not fucking looking at that just in case. Like, you know, just double precaution, right? But like, it was my first time there, so like, you know, like, I'm sure like eventually you're like, you get used to that kind of stuff. But like, I don't like taking chances, especially if it's like something serious like that. I feel like if I were the one doing the unscrewing and knew exactly where the cable was pointing, maybe I'd be like more okay. But like, since it was some other guy doing it, I was like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna look some other way. So what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yes, that's the kind of style. That kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. I think I made a poem once, actually. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. It does. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and titty it up later. That's pretty good advice. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So you just move your hand and go with the flow. It's a pretty good analogy. Or, I don't know if it's an analogy, but like a comparison or whatever. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Pretty good advice, if I say so. Who should I show my poem to? No, there's only Natsuki left. Well, it's about what I expected for someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. I don't know why I'm changing my thing, but so basically it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? Because that's how you get smacked. I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly. That's so cute. Like, it's already, like, I can already tell. Like, it's gonna be fucking adorable. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it. Bro, this is so cute. This is like a little kid writing it. That's so adorable. I like that. Honestly, if I had to rate the poems, I feel like hers was the best. I don't know why. It like, I think it's like a cry for help. Like, I want to go back to when everything was cool. Like, everything was nice and I was safe. Like, this is what this brings. It's like, this is something like we'd share like in circle time or something. And I didn't have to worry about paying my taxes. You know, I didn't have to pay all my like mortgage. Like, I don't have to like worry about any of that shit. Like, you know, like not about being lonely for the rest of my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just like, I really like this. I like, honestly, this 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 would do again. Yeah, I told you that I loved it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. I think it's pretty cute, but isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Yeah. Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. True. Yes, exactly. It's like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. That's what I'm saying. It just hits you. It's like that time capsule. It's like I can feel my inner child being happy, bro. It's like, yes, take me back. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been disheartening for me too. Like, you know, there's so many amazing people out there. And like even like geniuses and stuff. And like when I stand next to them, I'm like, bro, I'm so fucked, bro. Like what is going on? Like I don't even stand a chance, bro. Like it's like something like intellectually, like it's fine. But like it's also like, you know, we have like giga chads out there like scooping up everybody. Like and it's like, bro, like you're not even leaving us anything to work with, bro. Like what the hell? But whatever. I don't know. I already know people are gonna laugh about that, but I feel like it's real. Like it be like that. So I decided to write about it. I mean, sort of joke, but like also like I feel like that's like a little feeling I have. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice things about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. Oh. Oh, I think I know what she's saying because it rhymed and then it didn't. And I was like, oh, that's a nice little touch. It's pretty good. It helps bring out the feeling in the last night. It's like, yeah, because it said like if humans could fly, or no, like if they could try, but then they can't. Bam, like they fell because they tried and they died and it's gone. I like that. It helps brings out the feeling of the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Is she the youngest one? I thought she just looked young. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with the last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. True. Don't bring people down. Raise them up. Phew, I guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Bro, don't even worry about it. Like, the thing is, it's not that our writing skills are not sophisticated, it's that they're too sophisticated. Like, never seen before. People can't, like, just don't understand. They just don't get it. And they never will. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems could stand up to theirs. That is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism? Or something. Like, bro, I give up. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it didn't come out nice at all. Oh man, they're fighting. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Bro, but it's not about liking it. You don't have to like it to give a suggestion. It's like criticism, right? So you already liked it. And De La Rubia did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Wow, you go. Which I haven't yet. And De La Rubia liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. What? That's not what I... You're small. I just say that. You're tiny. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that De La Rubia appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more?
And are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Damn. Just like attacking her theme. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as De La Robbia started showing. What the fuck is happening? Bro, they were like fist fighting and now somebody pulled out a knife, like, and then the other guy's like going for the Glock. Like, holy shit. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little, this doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. De La Robbia, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. I feel like there's merit to both. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. I do appreciate that, but like I also get that, you know, it's just like a style of writing, right? It doesn't make it better or worse. Help me explain that to her, De La Robbia. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. I guess that's true, right? It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, De La Robbia? Well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... I don't want to pick a side, to be honest. I'm gonna go to Sayuri. Natsuki glares at me, drying up any words I had in my mouth. So instead, I turn to Yuri. Yuri? But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayuri. Eh? Yeah, everyone's fighting is making Sayuri uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? De La Robbia. Well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. But she's part of the group. It's like about friends and family. I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict. But I feel like your feelings are already in the conflict. So like, it's in like, I don't know, the pot calling the kettle like black. Yeah, unless Sayuri wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place. Excuse me, are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why. Exactly why nobody likes stop. Natsuki, Yuri, you guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's good in both. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, well, also, Natsuki's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. True. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Yeah, I guess. Big and beautiful. You tell him, say you say that. Big double G's over here. A GG. And then a GG. Sayuri stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. Just defeated. So this is why Sayuri is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader, and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I didn't want to interject either. I wasn't able to say anything either. Yeah. Well, I guess that just means Sayuri is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You would say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's really suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get
to see her get herself hurt. That makes 2 of us. You can count on me. Monica smiles sweetly at me, causing my stomach to knot. Why? Is that like, or like, is that a good thing? Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get a chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Delorvia, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means... Oh, I should have saved this before I did the thing. Whatever. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Delarobia, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Suri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Suri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, of course not. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, De La Rovia, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. That's so cute. That's nice. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's, every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't come onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop? Wait a minute. Like, wait. Giga chat mode on. We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. I should have saved. I knew this was coming. Can I save here? Oh, man. So for the next one, existence bouncy broken, captive, disoriented, hop, dark, jump, skirt, empty childhood, boop, depression, prayer, dream, warm, kiss, holiday clouds atone, melancholy, horror, hopeless, covert. I don't even know what that is, but I like it. Fun, pink, tears, nature, sparkle, tenacious. I like that word. Loud, lollipop, peace, starscape. That's such an interesting. Dazzle. I'm gonna do starscape. Shame, graveyard, ambient, crimson. I like that. Sastrification. Treasure, incongruent, bro. These are like big boy words. Damn. Anime spinning, fear, friends, contamination, love, analysis. I chose fear before, and I like analysis now. Bunny, whirlwind, infinite. I like that. Desire, porter, the melody, infinite, Milik. Whoa. Anxiety, after image, that's huge. I like that. Essence, explode, kitty, music, effulgent. I don't even know what that means. Let me search that up real quick. Effulgent, shining brightly, radiant, joy or goodness. I like that. Extraordinary. I like that. Daydream, Valentine, wrath, skipping, unrequited. Unrequited. I think that one. Fester, sing, question, lust, dance, harbor, lust, smile, firework, romance, cheeks, pleasure, pure, nibble. I don't know why I feel that. Destiny, heart, whisper, sensation. I like destiny. Nightgown. Nightgown. That's so infallible. I like that. Capable. Papa. Papa, unending, vitality, Unending. I like that. Vertigo, though. So, like, are the big words just stuff that she likes? I didn't notice until now. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Delarovia. Yo, Sayuri. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in the good mood, but I guess it's always a simple thing with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayuri? Was she trying to like get me to like get her the snack? That's crazy. Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayuri nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayuri. Damn, bro. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that leaves only one option. I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. I never thought about it like that, but that's true. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, told Delaroria to let me borrow some more. Damn. Don't get me involved like that, Sayuri. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. True. I didn't mean that. I get too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the revolution. The revolution, bro. Oh my god. Retribution. That. Still, coming from you, Sayuri, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayuri knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayuri. Out of nowhere, something smacks her in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Whoa, what the fuck? She got slapped. Ow. What was, a cookie? Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayuri glances around. Is this a miracle? I just got bitch slapped with a cookie. It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you. Then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayuri hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayuri rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. You know what's crazy? I don't know why it just reminded me of that, but like, there was like a guy I knew. He would like eat like a fucking pig. Like he should have been like me. He should have been like fat, like, or probably even fatter than I am. But he never gained any fucking weight. Dude, like it always got to me. I was like, bro, like I'm here looking like a fucking like like ball, like like you used me like as a fucking soccer ball or something, but like you're here eating even more than I am, and you're like skinny as fuck. Like what the? Not fair. Not fair. So good. Sayuri suddenly claps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. Oh my god, you're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez, are you just gonna take all the cookies? Bears can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Suri gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Jeez, I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off her. Suri suddenly leans down and takes a bite of Natsuki's cookie. Hey, did you seriously just do that? You fucking cookie thief. Mouthful, Suri trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monaco, can you tell Sayuri? Oh? Natsuki glances around. Monika's in the club room. Where's Monika anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... it wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. I'll be honest, I don't think popular people really like hit like that. I feel like there's some people that do like that, but like I've never been attracted to like, you know, like people who have like crowds around them. That's just exhausting. Like I don't want to deal with that shit. Like I also feel like more often than not, like people who are popular are usually like compensating for something. Like they have like something going on in their lives and they need that, and it's like I feel like it's not. I hate saying red flag because I don't believe in red flags, but like I would probably like attribute it to someone like that. It's just like a sort of like a sign that I see, and I'm like, yeah, that's the type of person I probably wouldn't really get along with, or wouldn't really want to like, you know, go through all that shit. And it's not just like, even if they don't have like some sort of like thing going on, it's just the fact that there's always people around. Like it's just gonna be exhausting, you know. Like I'm like pretty introverted, so like I don't really like having like a whole like gang like around me 24/7 or anything. Honestly, not even like even once a week I feel like would be too much. So like it's like, yeah, it's just not for me. I know like there's people like that, they're super sociable, and like not being surrounded by people makes them like, you know, like angsty or something, but like for me it's the opposite. Like if I'm with people, like at some point like I get very like I get emotionally depleted, and I'm like, okay, I need to like leave. Like I need you, like, you know. But I don't know, maybe it's just a me thing, maybe I'm crazy. That's true? Excuse me? Wait, what did she say? I don't even know. Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Oh, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monika chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong. Bro, honestly, I feel like that's kind of wild. I'd always choose my girlfriend. Like, I don't know. You know, like if I'm gonna like hang out with the boys, like I mean, like I'm sorry, my fellas, but like, you know, decisions have to be made. You know, like priorities, right? Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monika quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I actually play piano too, but I'm not really any good at it. I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monika. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. Me too, but like I feel like I don't have the patience for it. You know, like I kind of like always want to like just do it well, but then like I get tripped up and then like it frustrates me and I'm like, you know what, I'm not gonna do this. like I just like quit and I'm like, all right, whatever. And then like when I come back, like I'm equally inexperienced, if not like more, and then it just this happens again and I'm like, okay. And then like I just never really progress. I'm just like at a stalemate, fighting myself. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monika. Monika looks at me. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay, that sounds so cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, De La Robia. Monika smiles sweetly. I didn't mean
any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry, I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I chose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry. I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book that you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason, just curious. How come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. Oh, that's interesting. I see. There's something fairly obvious there that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. That sounds like too much of a smart-ass book for me. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. Okay, but as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. Damn, that's crazy. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. Damn, even crazier. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. Fuck, that sucks. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Yuri's gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? I love dark shit. I don't know why. No, it's not that. Well, like horror, right? I mean, I can definitely enjoy these kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. I can see that. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in. That's so interesting because I especially like I probably like unpopular opinion, but like I loved Far Cry 5. It was like one of my favorite Far Cries. That and 3. Like obviously, but like 5, I loved it, and I loved it. Well, because like like everything was like sort of like the same, right? Like they don't really switch it up that much except like the story. But like what I really enjoyed was the story. I loved like all the villains. I thought like Joseph Seed was like fucking like huge. Like it's like I don't know how to explain it, but like they make it like everything the religious like that could go wrong in the religious form of thought like was like basically Joseph Seed. And like I really loved it because it was so plain. It was plain and simple, but also like not really, because they added like a whole other components like drugs, like devotion, like you know, like what other thing, I don't like brainwashing, I think, right? So like it was just like I don't know, it was different things from different angles, but like all like sort of congruent. And like I don't know, like I just really enjoyed it. And plus like it was like in the US, and it was very like almost like laughably, not laughably, but like it was very like I guess what you'd expect, like sort of like redneck type of stuff, like counting like and like weapons and like partners and stuff. And like I just loved how like they just went with the theme, and not like in a like toxic type of way. They like, I could tell that they were enjoying themselves, like, right, like at least I hope they were enjoying themselves like while they were making the game, because like they went into so much like details, and there had like references, and like, you know, like it's just like, I don't know, like I just overall really like that. Shit, I don't know why. Like I just started yapping. I'm sorry about that. But because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in, then suddenly when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I thought that was something huge, a little bit. Actually, I'm not gonna spoil it, but like something like that happens in Far Cry 5 too. Although like I don't think it's like how like it's sort of in relation like this, but not really. It would be more of like a stretch, like a little leap, but like I still could see that being the case. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. Like there's a plot twist in the end, right? And like it sort of like goes to like what she was saying. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I feel like that was me back in the day when with games. Like whenever somebody mentioned games, like I just like, you know, just started like spatting out like random stuff. Like a fucking like machine gun. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I... Sorry, I sort of like zoned out. I was thinking about something else. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I opened the book and started the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading my she's reading from my book instead. Bro, like just read for me at that point. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? That's so funny. I did the exact same thing with like Berserk. I'm sorry, like I'm just going all on these little side stories, but like I love Berserk so much. Like I bought the books and everything, and like I just think it's like great and like interesting story, and it's like I feel like it's something that a horror used to be, but like it isn't anymore because a lot of people like want to play it safe. But like it's so good, and like I try to like convince my ex to like read it, so I would let her borrow my like books, my hard copy books. And like I feel like I was pretty pushy. I feel kind of bad, but like I was like, you know, it was basically sort of like sitting like next to her, like reading it while she was reading it too, because like I just love the story so much that like I just like ended up like just basically like backseat reading it with her, and like I don't know, it kind of reminded me of that. So it really do be like that. Like I get it. I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean, here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. Oh, that's cute. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. That's very descriptive. I could just watch it. I'll do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. I wonder if we did the same thing. I don't know. I don't remember. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it on my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Wow. Ain't this the sex? Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But De La Robia, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think like that. Wait. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. Calm, put it back in your fucking pants, boy. Like, that's what she really wanted to say. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that right, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright. I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. I hate doing mental notes because I forget them. Let's go with Yuri, because I think I noticed her like just jumping up and down while I was picking my shit. Let's see what you've written today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? De La Robia, how did you pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. Sex. It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer the patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid. But seeing someone motivated by my writing, it just makes me really happy. Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yeah. Really? I don't believe it. I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends. Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. Whoa. Whoa. The raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. I don't know why I made it sound like that. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread. My subconscious, well aware of the consequences. Well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend, because he's my friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited, starts drooling. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Like, wait, hold on, why did I say it like that? Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. You know what's funny? I was about to say that. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. It's kind of hot. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can imagine what this poem is about. I can't, I'll be honest. I'm kind of slow. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if it takes a face value, then I can even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in more unusual hobbies. It's those sorts of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people would make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, De La Rubia? Maybe. Something embarrassing that I like? I don't know. I mean, I like cute things, but I wouldn't really be embarrassed by that. I mean, maybe a little bit, but I don't know. Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everybody has a little something like that. The best we can do is respect each other and our individualities, even if it's difficult sometimes and some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. True. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Let's go with Siring. Oh, I like this one, De La Robia. It has some nice feelings in it. I'm glad. Still, though, your tone makes it sound like you liked yesterday's poem better. I guess you caught me. Sometimes you know me a little too well for my own good. Well, don't just try to be nice about it. If I'm doing a bad job, then I'd rather just hear it. No. I still like this one, I promise. You know, I wouldn't lie to you, De La Robia. Never, ever. Yeah, I guess so. What made yesterday's poem so great compared to this one, then? Well, I'm not very good at figuring out if poems are good or bad. That's why I just go by my heart. Okay, that makes sense. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure that's exactly how it works. Then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of this whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Why don't you at least try to give it some thought? Oh, you want me to write something? You want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right. But you always think you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you might end up getting hurt at some point. Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyway, let's see. I guess I like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? That's the word. Bittersweet. Yeah. I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad. I can't see you liking something sad, Sayuri. Well, I like happy the most, but sometimes when you have a little rain cloud in your head, a sad poem can help give the rain cloud a little hug. That's really fucking cute. I would have never expected that. And make a nice happy rain. Okay. Sayuri, that's unexpected. Okay. Calm down. It is. Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Delarovia. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Damn. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in the bottle to keep it safe, and I put the bottle on the shelf with all of the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. This is kind of weird. I feel like this is like you trying to convince yourself. It's like happy thoughts, happy thoughts. It's like, oh my god, like relax. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes the bottle to save the day. This feels so weird. Why does it not feel right? It's like, you know what this is sort of like giving me? It's like masks. If I were to write this myself, I would put like, you know, I make a lot of masks. I like making masks. I put them on a shelf to make my friends well. Like, you know, like my friend prefers this mask, but my other friend prefers this mask. Which mask am I? I do not know. I lost my way. I don't know, something like that, right? Like, it's kind of weird and sinister, but like in a happy tone. It's so odd. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle a starlight. Oh, I already read this. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles. Okay, but then you're gonna be like a hoarder, and it's gonna be a mess. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hidden in the nooks and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping, until there's nothing else more. Oh my god, that's fucked up. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something, but all I hear is echo, echo, echo inside my head. This also gives me the vibes of like people who like, okay, this is kind of dark, but like it's weird, but like when I like every time like I enter like a relationship, I always like give myself like, I don't like half-assing shit, so like I always give it like my 100% at least, right? So like it's so disheartening like after giving it your all, how like things still like maybe don't work out, right? But it's just like my way of doing things, and like lately it's like I feel like I sort of like get this vibe, but like instead with friends, it's like with like people I like, you know, like I've become close to, and it's like I just completely like devote myself to them, like, you know, like, which is probably like not good, right? But like I can't help myself, like, you know, that's just how I am, right? Maybe like I'll change that eventually, but like not today probably. But you know, like I just like do so much, give so much, and then it's like it doesn't work out, and then at times it feels like it's almost like a piece of me just gets lost each time. So like I sort of like get that, right? It's like
each relationship I've had is just like pieces that like I've been just constantly losing until I'm finally like just like nothing and I'm just hollow, right? I mean, like, you know, if I was poetic, like I would go like something like what she was doing here, but instead of friends is like love, like people that I've loved before, and like, I mean, like I don't know if that's what they were going for, but like it really hits me like that. But like again, like I'm pretty biased, right? Like I'm comparing to my life experiences, so like, you know, it's probably like they were like, whoa, where did this come from? But like, I don't know, like I get it, like honestly, like it do be like that. Just like on a smaller scale, I feel like. Holy crap. So you really like, are you okay? Do you need like antidepressants? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I mean, I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. Writing is pretty okay. I like it. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Okay, relax. Don't get ahead of yourself. Series always had a habit of being obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Who should I show my poem to next? Let's go with Natsuki. I really like her cute little like outlook. I like your last one better. Really? Well, yeah, I can tell you were a little more daring with this one. But you're really not good enough for that yet. It felt... Oh my god, that's actually funny. I don't know why that got me. That may be true, but I just wanted to try something different. I'm still figuring this all out. I mean, I always like poems that aren't trying too hard. I hate when people try to sound fancy or add more meaning just by using annoying and complicated language. I honestly like it that much because it makes me learn more. But I get also that, right? Just make it simple, cute, and to the point. Yuri's head over heels for all this cryptic nonsense, but I see right through that bullshit. Making your reader to look so hard for all this deep meaning is just an excuse to have no meaning at all. Wow, I guess I didn't look at it like that. I guess that's one way to look at it. Well, everyone has their own opinion, but my opinion is the best opinion. I'm sure you figured that out already. Anyway, here's my poem. Maybe you'll learn something. Amy likes spiders. I love how like the little song changes too with hers. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Oh, that's so sad. That's fucked up. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words, but she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends. Damn, bro. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. Damn, bro. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Bro, that's so fucked up. And I feel like people really do be thinking like this. Like, why, bro? It's... I don't... Well, maybe there's a deeper meaning. Hold on. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in the poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with such simple analogies. It helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of the poem is an ignorant jerk. You know people like that? Oh, okay, so I guess that was pretty simple. I mean, like, Yeah. I guess I was looking at it from a different perspective too, but like I got that. That I got. Of course, it's about how everyone thinks my that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure, something that you're afraid if people find out they make fun of you or think less of you. Find my porn gallery. Like, no, I'm just kidding. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes? As long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy. That's what I believe too. I agree with that. I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't go as far as respect, but like be like understanding, right? Like, you know, it's like, yo, you like feet? Okay. Like a fucking weirdo, but like, you know, I'll still hang out with you. No, I'm just kidding. But like, you know, like it's I wouldn't go as far as say like you need to respect them, but like you know don't hate them for no fucking reason or like for that, you know. I don't know. That's funny. Yuri wrote about something similar today. Huh? Did you say Yuri? Yeah, she said her poem was about an unusual hobby of hers. I didn't really get it, but she said something similar to you. That people shouldn't make each other feel insecure about those things. Really? Well, I mean, Yuri's pretty weird, so I wouldn't doubt that she has some weird... Damn, okay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Okay, there we go. It's not like I would judge her or anything. Natsuki has trouble finding words. I wonder if they were writing about each other. That would be pretty funny. I guess I should try not to be so mean to her. If she feels insecure about her weird behaviors and stuff. I mean, I always hate people who make me feel insecure. And Yuri made me feel insecure yesterday. But the way you put it, it sounds like she's learned her lesson. Well, I would say so. Even if her writing style is really different, I'm sure she'll appreciate the message in your poem. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like conveying emotions is important, but I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Who should I... Yeah, okay. Just one. Hi again, Delarovia. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that, as long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, great job, Delarovia. I was going oh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. What could I say at that time? Or maybe I said it wrong anyways. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deep analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learning by trying new things. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me? Oh dear. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors, flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue. It's an RGB. It's a Razer keyboard. An endless cacophony, I don't know if I said that right, of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent. I know those. Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Save me and then load me. Am I supposed to do that? It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where or how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as the physical expression of a feeling or conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, it's like art, I guess. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected may happen. Wait, is this a tip about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. She just telling me to save. I think I'll do that. Oh, there's an autosave. Okay, everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit on the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We don't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. So Yuri is putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayuri, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's a bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not a bad idea, but I didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never in my life do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayuri, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself. What? Intimacy with oneself? So then, literature is masturbation. You heard it here first, folks. Being intimate, finding new horizons, fetishes, I don't know, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feeling that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. Big chat moment. I think that Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way. Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Interesting. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. Damn! I wish I had that. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayuri looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Yuri? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. What the fuck? Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. I like that. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happened when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with the perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she bewildered even herself. You know what's crazy? I hate public speaking. I absolutely fucking hate it. And whenever I had like to present a project or something, I'd literally be so nervous out of my mind. Like I can't do that shit. Like, but like everybody would say that I do well, but like it makes me so fucking anxious. Like it's insane. I don't enjoy it at all. But like I feel like I get the same. Like this girl was like they were describing this girl, like she gets like nervous at the beginning, but then like eventually she's just like in the middle of it, you're just like, oh, okay, you just commit, right? And like I feel like that's pretty much what happens with me. It's like I get like really nervous, especially when I'm walking up, and like then like I started like saying like, hey everybody, like so like you know I'm presenting this, and like I like you know, like I probably like quivering, and like my voice changes, and like you know like I probably like let out like a few what do you call those, like like my voice breaks or cracks, like my voice cracks and shit. But then like eventually I'm like, okay, whatever, like you know like I'm probably gonna like just get fucked in the ass anyways, so like, and then I just power through it. But yeah, it's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay. Oh man, I wanted to say it like how I usually do, but like I don't know how I do that shit. I guess I'm next then. Sayuri hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. She's just giggly. That's cute though, I like that. Sayuri, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your head. It's your poem, so it'll come best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayuri begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayuri is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayuri's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. It's kind of It's kind of hot. Like, I don't know why. I kind of like things like that where, like, you know, you read it and it's like garble, but like when the person reads it, they have like this, I don't know, like aura about them that when they read it, like it's so, it becomes like 100 times more meaningful. And it's like damn, you could like make like, I don't know, like fucking sand be like water or something. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Like, I don't have my way with words, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they just make something simple be like this crazy thing, and it's like, I feel like that's pretty like powerful in of itself. If like they have that skill or like whatever aura, energy, however you call it, right? Maybe this is what Siri meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayuri finishes and we applaud. I did it. Good job, Sayuri. Even Delarubia liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayuri. The atmosphere of the poem fits you pretty nicely. But it might be that the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. It might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. That's, well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Am I gonna go up? That made me go before Delarobia. It's not like I can compare it to you guys anyway. Might as well let Delarobia lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called, why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting. What the fuck? Like, the nerve of some people. Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Oh, that's kind of cute. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. That's pretty cute. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I can put up whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Yeah, for me it would be the other way around. I can like do... Because it's all fun and games with my friends. Actually, no. I feel like it'd be easier to present to a couple of strangers than like my friends, because my friends would be like doing stupid shit, and I'm like, why am I even, like, why would I even bother with you guys? Like, you guys are stupid. You wouldn't even get anything. No, I'm just kidding. I love you guys. Well, that's just how it. It's like you guys aren't even we're not even intellectually like the same level. You guys are fucking like manatees in SeaWorld, bro. Like, go back to the circus, bro. I'm just kidding. Well, that's just how it is. So, well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That's it. I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort at the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone.
think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayuri and Monica, but I'll do my best too for it. It's for the sake of the club. And impress. Yeah, it's impressing her. Oh. It'd be like that, I guess. I feel like I've done dumb shit for, like, girls too. So, I mean, not that this is dumb, but, like, you know, like the sentiment where it's like, damn, I can't believe I'm doing this. But it's like, you know, we all have moments of weakness, right? Right, everybody? But anyways, that's it for now. I'm actually really enjoying this. I know a lot of people are not gonna be, like, happy. You know, people are gonna be like, oh my god, this dude reading. It's like damn. But I don't know. I hope at least somebody enjoys it. You know, I mean, it's not like a requirement, but it would be nice. It would be nice. But yeah, no, it is what it is. I don't know, Care Bear, if you're still here, but if you are, I hope you have the best of nights. But so to like everyone, anybody who happens to drop by and made it this far, you guys are awesome. I don't know why you're here, but thank you. Thank you. All right, see everybody hopefully again